What if I told you that the very things often seen as weaknesses in women could actually be their greatest strengths? That what society labels as flaws are in fact secret weapons? Today, we are going to break the myths, challenge perceptions, and unlock the power hidden in what the world calls female weaknesses. Emotional sensitivity is often perceived as a weakness, but it is one of the greatest strengths a woman can possess. In a world that values logic and control, the ability to feel deeply and understand emotions sets women apart as powerful communicators and leaders. Emotions are the foundation of human connection. When someone can sense the emotions of others, they can respond with empathy, making them more relatable and trustworthy. In business, emotional intelligence is a highly sought-after skill. Studies show that leaders with high emotional intelligence, EQ, tend to perform better, build stronger teams, and inspire loyalty. Women often score higher in EQ than men, giving them a natural advantage in leadership roles. Oprah Winfrey, for example, has built an empire by connecting with people on an emotional level. Her ability to empathize with others, share personal stories, and understand human emotions has made her one of the most influential voices in the world. She doesn't just speak, she connects. This connection has earned her the trust of millions, proving that emotional sensitivity is not a flaw, but a strength. Emotions also drive passion. Many women are deeply passionate about their work, families, and causes they believe in. This passion fuels persistence, determination, and creativity. Women like Malala Yousafzai, who fought for girls' education despite facing death threats, or Mother Teresa, who dedicated her life to serving the poor, were driven by their emotions. They felt deeply for others, and that feeling turned into action. Without emotional sensitivity, the world would lack compassion, care, and understanding. In personal relationships, emotional sensitivity strengthens bonds. Women are often the emotional anchors in families and friendships, providing comfort and support during difficult times. This ability to nurture and heal relationships is invaluable, not only in personal life but also in professional settings. Leaders who understand their employees' emotions create more positive work environments, leading to higher job satisfaction and productivity. There is also a scientific aspect to emotional sensitivity. The female brain has been found to have more active mirror neurons, which help in understanding others' emotions. This biological advantage makes women more intuitive and better at reading people. While society may label this as being too emotional, in reality it's a built-in superpower that allows women to navigate social situations with precision. Embracing emotional sensitivity means understanding its power. Women, who can balance emotions with rational decision-making, become unstoppable forces. Instead of suppressing emotions to fit societal expectations, embracing them and using them strategically can lead to success in both personal and professional life. 2. Overthinking. A sign of high intelligence, overthinking is often seen as a flaw associated with worry, anxiety, and indecision. However, overthinking can also be a sign of intelligence, critical thinking, and problem-solving ability. Women tend to process situations deeply, analyzing every possible outcome before making a decision. While this can sometimes cause stress, it also prevents impulsive decisions and mistakes. Successful women use their analytical thinking to their advantage. Consider Sheryl Sandberg, the former COO of Facebook. She is known for her strategic thinking, ability to foresee challenges, and detailed planning. Her ability to overanalyze situations has helped her navigate the complex world of tech leadership. Instead of making rash choices, she carefully considers the pros and cons, ensuring the best possible outcome. This level of thinking is not a weakness. It's a skill that, when used wisely, can lead to success. Overthinking is also linked to creativity. Many great writers, artists, and innovators are overthinkers because they see details others overlook. J.K. Rowling, for example, spent years crafting the world of Harry Potter, considering every minor detail about characters, spells, and the magical universe. This deep level of thinking allowed her to create a masterpiece that has inspired millions. Without overthinking, her story might have lacked the depth that made it so successful. Women who overthink often excel in problem solving because they consider multiple perspectives before reaching a conclusion. This ability is crucial in leadership, negotiations, and decision-making. When faced with challenges, overthinkers do not accept the first solution that comes to mind. They explore all possibilities, reducing the risk of failure. Research supports the idea that overthinkers may have higher intelligence levels. A study published in Personality and Individual Differences found that people who worry and overanalyze tend to have higher verbal intelligence. This means their brains are constantly working, processing information, and searching for solutions. Instead of seeing overthinking as a burden, recognizing it as a cognitive strength can change one's perspective. Overthinking also means women are more prepared for challenges. They anticipate problems before they arise, allowing them to have backup plans in place. This makes them more adaptable and ready to face uncertainty. For example, successful entrepreneurs like Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, have spoken about how they think through every possible failure before launching a product. This kind of forward thinking ensures they are prepared for anything. While excessive overthinking can lead to anxiety, learning to manage it properly transforms it into a tool for success. Women who channel their deep thinking into planning, strategizing, and problem-solving gain an advantage in every area of life. Instead of letting overthinking create self-doubt, using it to develop well-thought-out decisions and innovative ideas turns it into an asset. These two traits, emotional sensitivity and overthinking, often seen as weaknesses, are in fact sources of strength. By understanding their power and using them effectively, women can gain a significant upper hand in life, leadership, and success. Many women avoid confrontation, fearing it might damage relationships, create unnecessary tension, or lead to conflict. This tendency is often labeled as weakness, but in reality, it is a powerful tool when used correctly. The ability to handle situations with diplomacy rather than aggression is a skill that can open doors, build strong connections, and create opportunities that brute force never could. Conflict resolution is a critical skill in leadership, business, and personal relationships. Women who shy away from confrontation are often skilled at diffusing tense situations without escalating them. Rather than engaging in aggressive arguments, they use their emotional intelligence to find peaceful solutions. Michelle Obama, for example, has consistently demonstrated grace under pressure. Despite facing criticism and political attacks, she never responded with hostility. Instead, she used wisdom, composure, and carefully chosen words to address challenges. Her famous phrase, "When they go low, we go high," perfectly encapsulates the power of avoiding unnecessary conflict while still standing firm. In corporate environments, women who avoid direct confrontation often excel in negotiation. Studies have shown that the most successful negotiators are not those who use forceful tactics, but those who employ patience, emotional intelligence, and strategic communication. Women who are uncomfortable with aggressive confrontation often become excellent at persuasion. They take the time to understand different perspectives, making it easier to reach agreements that benefit all parties. Sheryl Sandberg, former COO of Facebook, is a prime example of how diplomacy can lead to success. She navigated the competitive tech industry, not by confronting every challenge with aggression, but by using influence and strong relationship-building skills. She understood the power of listening, finding common ground, and leading with collaboration rather than confrontation. Fear of confrontation often stems from a deep understanding of human emotions. Women who prefer to resolve issues through discussion rather than argument are highly aware of how words and actions affect others. This heightened awareness allows them to maintain strong relationships and avoid unnecessary conflicts that can damage long-term success. A study from Harvard Business Review found that leaders who prioritize diplomacy over direct confrontation tend to have more loyal teams and better workplace morale. Employees and colleagues feel heard, respected, and valued, leading to higher productivity and a more positive environment. In personal relationships, the ability to manage conflict without direct confrontation strengthens emotional bonds. Women often take a thoughtful approach to disagreements, choosing their words carefully and considering the long-term impact of their responses. Instead of reacting impulsively, They process emotions and choose a path that leads to resolution rather than escalation. This ability to navigate difficult conversations without aggression makes them more effective communicators and problem solvers. The diplomatic approach to confrontation is particularly valuable in leadership roles. Some of the most respected female leaders in history, such as Eleanor Roosevelt and Angela Merkel, are known for their ability to handle difficult situations with composure. They did not seek out confrontation, but when challenges arose, they addressed them with wisdom and strategy rather than force. Women who avoid direct confrontation also tend to develop strong networks of allies. Instead of making enemies through unnecessary battles, they build bridges. This networking ability often leads to career advancement, as people prefer to work with those who bring peace and solutions, rather than conflict and division. Fear of confrontation does not mean avoiding problems altogether. It means approaching them with thoughtfulness and strategy. Women who master this skill know when to speak up and when to hold back, choosing battles wisely rather than wasting energy on every disagreement. History and research both show that those who can navigate confrontation without aggression often achieve greater long-term success. Women who embrace this strength gain an advantage in leadership, relationships, and personal growth. Society criticizes women for wanting approval, but in reality, seeking feedback can be a tool for improvement. Many high achievers thrive on constructive criticism. Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes of all time, has always valued coaching and feedback. Seeking validation does not mean insecurity. It means a commitment to growth and excellence. Women are naturally nurturing, which some perceive as a weakness. However, great leaders care for their people. Jacinda Ardern, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, demonstrated how a nurturing leadership style fosters trust and unity. The ability to nurture is not just about family, it is a leadership superpower. When women invest their emotions into work or relationships, they are often told to stop taking things personally, but passion drives success. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, faced rejection 12 times before her book was published. She took her work personally, believed in it, and changed the world with her stories. Society equates strength with physical power, but real strength comes from resilience and endurance. Malala Yousafzai survived an assassination attempt because she dared to speak up for education. Despite not having physical strength, she had the courage to fight for her beliefs, proving that true strength is mental, emotional, and spiritual. Women are often criticized for relying on others, but teamwork is not weakness, it is wisdom. The most successful people in history built strong support systems. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "Alone we can do so little. Together, we can do so much." Successful women know how to seek help, delegate, and build powerful alliances. What the world sees as weaknesses are in fact hidden strengths. Emotional sensitivity creates deep connections. Overthinking sharpens intelligence. Nurturing fosters leadership. And so-called dependency is the foundation of collaboration. To all the women listening today, own your power. You are not weak. You are a force. Take these weaknesses and use them to your advantage, because when you do, no one, not even society, can stop you from rising to the top. Are you ready to embrace your power? The choice is yours.